How you feel about that year, man? The being in the bubble. Well, not just being. That was way later on, but just that year, going into that year. How did you feel going into that year?
Oh man, I felt great, man. I knew all the pieces we had. You, Rondo. I've been lucky enough to play with so many Hall of Fame players. Like I played with Gil, Bron, Chris Paul. I play with so many people. So
It's top five crazy. We're gonna get back to that. This top five gotta be crazy.
That team right there though, like it was just so many together, and we was all so locked in on one goal from the jump, from preseason type energy. So
I tell people this all the time. This is a crazy story. The time I knew we was gonna win the championship was before any preseason game had already started. We was in China. We was all in the club. And Migos had a song that just came out, Raindrop, Drop Top, whatever that was.
Bad and bougie.
Bad and bougie. So I'm listening to the song and I'm hearing somebody rap, but it's not Quavo. So for the longest, I'm like, who is on the mic? It's not Quavo. And I look up and it's JaVale on the mic. And when I saw him rapping the song and I looked around and saw everybody on the team in the club, I said, this the year. It's over with. We're going to win the championship.
It was definitely energy. The funny part about Bad and Bougie is for some reason I know every ad lib on that song.
And you did every one. He did every one in the club. Like, it was crazy. Mama, every single one, he did it. So I'm like, yo, this is wild. Like, we about to win. I think Kuz was he was DJing. So he playing the music. I'm like, this is like a Lakers reunion. That's what it felt like. All the great players from different times and eras in the NBA on the same team with one mission. You got the best role players, the players who have been the top in their position. You got them as role players. You got LeBron, the greatest. You got AD. You got so many awesome players all on one team, and then you got some young guys that can hoop. So it's like it was over with. I knew we was gonna win from the time he got on the mic and did the ad libs.
Did you feel that? Because when you came to the league, you weren't like on a crazy team like the Warriors yet. You played a couple years, Denver, Washington, and then you get to the Warriors, you win, and you eventually make your way to the Lakers. Did you notice, like at that party, for example, that like, yo, there's that connection that the Warriors had, like that sense of camaraderie?
No, not at all. It was different though. The Warriors were a different team and a different combination of guys, and they didn't really go out like that. That wasn't really that energy. It was the Warriors organization has a good mix to where they let the players pick what to do and how to move, and they got some good like-minded players that know how to move stuff around. The Lakers was different just because it was Bron and then it was everybody else, and we were just trying to figure out how those pieces can mix. Right. And I feel like in the beginning people didn't know that it would mix the way it is. Then everybody just came in so humble. It was just like, okay, you ain't got an ego, you ain't got an ego, Brian don't got an ego. None of us have egos right now. So we really just locked in to get it to win. Everybody looked around at each other like,
and it was easy.
Get it, bro.
It was easy.
It was so easy, bro.
It was easy.
Too easy.
Like the way we worked in practice, by the time we got to the game, it was no way teams was gonna beat us.
Yep.
And I felt like we was the one.
I know DeMarcus mentioned he didn't play that year. He was injured.
Yeah.
Right? He said to Dwight that was the best experience he had being on a team in terms of chemistry. So for someone to not play and say that, so was the chemistry? You said it was different. Was that one of the best chemistry put together teams you've been on?
That and the Warriors, yeah, definitely. And it's funny you say that, you would think that like that's okay. Well, y'all won, so that makes sense. But I've been on other great chemistry teams and we didn't win. I think I was on Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. We had some good chemistry too, but we didn't end up winning it. But I felt that same way in the beginning of that season because we were the best during the whole year. But yeah, man, that Lakers team was different. It was definitely different.
I wish you would have got another chance.
Absolutely.
What was it like for you, like afterwards?
I was in Cleveland, brother. They shipped my ass to Cleveland.
Shit.
I got traded.
You got traded right after that.
What was that trade? It was for
It wasn't for nobody.
Who was it? I don't remember.
You got traded.
I know you went to Cleveland. What was
I guarantee
the
you won't remember.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you won't.
I'm a pretty big Laker fan. What was it?
Go ahead and try. Go ahead and try. And when you look it up and find out, you're gonna be like,
Damn.
yeah. So I got shipped to Cleveland, and Cleveland is a great organization, by the way.
And you played there
For a second round
I
pick.
got traded to Denver that same year. I went to Denver.
Oh, so you played with your
Second round pick in 2026, and Jordan Bell and Alfonso McKinney.
That's crazy. So how was it like playing with? Well, you played with Denver.
That's
twice.
crazy. No, the Lakers gave a second round pick, and JaVale
They gave
for
everything.
those two
up.
guys.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
That's
But it's
crazy.
like, to me, I don't know. And like we talked about earlier, like we know it's their business. But I was real salty they broke us up, like, our team.
It was too easy, bro.
Yeah, like.
We did it. We did it way too easy, bro. We was winning easy.
Easy. Wasn't
They were
tired.
not
Yeah.
close games.
Yeah,
Nah.
you guys were like what? Like something. You guys didn't lose after leading after the third quarter.
Most of the games, and
Yeah.
we weren't tired either. That's the thing about it. Like
Nah, we
everybody
wasn't
had
tired.
fresh
I
legs
know
all
you
the way
feel-
through the season.
Why do you think the team was broken up? There has to be a reason.
I don't know. I think maybe like they was just overthinking for real. They was just trying to, you go to casino and you go to like baccarat, you go to a little baccarat table, whatever. You win it, boom, boom, boom. I'm up. Matter of fact, all in. Fucking lose. I just think they was just gambling. I think that's all it is. They was having fun.
They felt they needed to get even better.
They tried to bring it back right after that, right?
What you mean?
They re-signed you. And
Well,
then
yeah,
they
But that's not the same team, and it was already too late.
Do you think it was a money issue? Do you think it had anything to do with money?
Bro, I was making $4 million a year, bro. Definitely had to do with my money.
Because I'm saying like the guys who are now free agents, their value goes up because they're now champions.
I wasn't a free agent though.
My value ain't
what
go up
so what I'm
there.
gonna say, I think
I wasn't on the team the next year.
I wasn't a free agent.
I think people underestimate the value both of you guys had that
Yeah,
year
definitely.
because you was a starter the whole season,
Whole season.
and then you started a few series in the playoffs and stuff like that. And people try to say, I know like Shaq said this morning. He said
This is a this morning tweet or a comment?
Shaq's on.
this
Yeah.
morning. He said you can't call yourself Superman and have one ring that you was a role player and getting. And when you got the ring, he said you didn't do anything.
That ain't true.
So
That wasn't it though. Yeah, he tweeted again. You saw that, right?
What he tweeted again?
Well, you said who blocked someone over a
he
nickname
said-
owned by Warner Brothers. There's no real Superman. It sounds petty. And he's like, I didn't block you. I just don't care for crybabies. Enjoy yourself in Taiwan. I hope you win.
He said that recently.
Today, bro. It was a couple hours ago.
I didn't block you. I just don't care for crybabies. Enjoy yourself in Taiwan. Hope you win.
What's your reaction to that?
Did he block you?
Yeah, Shaq. Listen, man.
Before you even talk about Shaq, what do you think the value you had, both of you guys had in that
The
championship?
value we won
High
the
value.
championship. That shows you the value
That's
that we
right there.
had. Like
That center position was locked down, bro.
who did we
The
have trouble
combination,
with?
the combination of our stats together, which is what you have to do, because we basically just split minutes.
And we had like
Bro,
it
what?
wasn't no drop off. The energy wasn't no drop
Nobody was
off.
coming to the
perfect. It was
rim.
literally
Lowest
perfect.
rim percentage. Like niggas knew, don't come in there, bro. And then you had AD at the 4, bro.
And
It was
we
perfect.
bringing energy every day. It wasn't like we
single
was
day, bro.
we was like
Yeah, we weren't complaining about shit either.
Right.
no.
Like,
You guys
well,
were all
why I
bought
didn't get
in.
the extra 2 minutes? We wasn't them people. We was in there. We won. Great. We did our job. We won. Great. We did our job. That's all we were.
Hell yeah.
And we,
It's unstoppable. I mean, like versus Houston, it was like what? PJ Tucker was the center.
but we didn't
Hella.
play that series
Wait.
against Houston. I don't think me and him played.
We was over there cheering our ass off, boy.
We was on the bench. We was on the
40,000
bench going
class.
It
crazy.
was who's after that? It was
Miami?
We played the next
Wait.
series.
Well-
We played. It wasn't Houston. We played against the next series against Portland,
Portland. And then it was
and
Denver.
then we played against Denver. We didn't play against Houston because they played small.
Right, they were playing small. Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
played small,
And
and
then- Then what happened in Miami?
Miami.
It was banned.
Mark
We didn't
Morris?
play, huh?
Morris.
Morris played a lot because they had a different lineup type. But I mean, hell, at that point, we was already about to
Yeah.
win.
Yeah. What y'all beat though? Y'all beat Miami.
We beat them 4-1.
Dang.
Was it
over
4-1?
with.
The 4-2.
4-1.
It was 4-2,
we
no?
Didn't get no 2. And, did we get 2? Oh, it might have been 2, yeah.
It was 2, yeah. Cause,
When did they win 2 games at?
I remember Danny missed that
1-1.
game winner. Remember?
They was on Danny's ass for no
I think they clipped it and they said you like playing with LeBron more than Curry.
Yeah, they clipped it, yeah.
What was the actual?
It was. I liked playing on the Lakers more than I played on the Warriors because I was a starting center and I had more touches,
more
and
touches
I had
and more
more time. I had more impact on the game.
Yeah.
I played like 8 minutes a game when I was on the Warriors.
And it's
10,
not like
12.
he was taking a shot at the Warriors, just saying they
And
asked
I was
him where he.
I was just catching lobs and running the flow. It was
easy.
I barely worked out when I was playing with the Warriors. I would just do conditioning. Hella conditioning and practice because I'm like, if I shoot a jump shot, they taking me the fuck out.
Right.
So why am I shooting jump shots? So I was all conditioning because that's all he wanted to do: screen, roll, up and back, catch lobs. Draymond, Steph, Clay, they all throwing lobs. So I'm like, I'm not about to be in here working on jump shots. Like for what? Like I'm not getting those opportunities.
I was stubborn
So
with that. I used to want to try to shoot in practice every day. And
But you was playing though, and you was a starter type energy. I was a nigga. If you don't run and catch these these lobs, we won't play you. So mine was more of a fight or flight type energy.
What's free agency like in year 16 versus like, in the prime, like the different transition?
I mean, it's definitely a different transition. I mean, you're younger, so they always looking for younger players or whatever. But it's certain things that a player like me can bring to a team that you can't get in one of these young guys, especially one of these young guys that was born in the fucking 2000s and shit. These niggas, they different. To where like things bother them more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't know how to, and at the same time, everybody don't got to go through this, but a lot of players have to go through, or when they go through it, they quit. Humbling. Being humble, having to, because all of us have egos, or we wouldn't have made it to where we at. But a lot of situations, I've been in a lot of situations personally, and this is what's helped my longevity. But at the same time, it helped my longevity. I've been in situations where I was in situations like motherfucker talking to me crazy, and I gotta really sit back and okay, let me think about this. I'm on a non-guaranteed. Okay, he did say something crazy to me. If I was on a guaranteed, I probably would have punched him. Got a nice little fine and been straight. But I'm on a non-guaranteed, and if I punch this motherfucker, the team don't give a fuck about me.
You out of
It's
there.
gonna be the end of my career.
Yeah.
So everybody has those humbling moments. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like when you have those humbling moments, those are the make or break moments for most players. Some motherfuckers say fuck it, and they steal that motherfucker, and they career over. And you're like, why would you do that? Why would you do something like that? And it was because that was one of those humbling moments where he couldn't handle
He
it.
couldn't take that pressure. Yeah, the ego got the best of him.
I know DeMarcus and Dwight talked about this on an episode about, getting non-guarantees and stuff in the later years. It's kind of like an inconvenience.
It's disrespectful for real. It's really disrespectful.
Very. Yeah. And you don't want to say that and all that stuff because you're trying to be politically correct.
And professional.
You're trying to do the right things and professional, but it's like,
it's really disrespectful.
that's disrespectful, dude. Like, come on, man. You know
exactly what you're going to get.
You know what's going on. You don't need no film. You don't need to see me practice. You don't need to see me work out beforehand. You know what you're going to get all season. I've been doing this for 16 years.
Consistently.
It ain't changed.
So why do they do that? Like, why do you think they do that?
That's just the way it is. But it's not a bad thing because obviously the younger the player, it's like, okay, well, they base stuff off potential rather than
they ceiling at the time they seem higher because of they're not looking at they're saying like, okay, this player is younger, they got time to grow. They think that our ceiling is we already
they think ain't no more we can do.
Yeah, and that's just so understandable. And you can't get mad at a team in a business for wanting to do that. But for us, of course, we're going to be upset because we're going to take it personal. This was our livelihood. This is where we putting all our energy in. So, when a team is saying no or any of that stuff like that, you can't do this. Of course, we're going to be pissed off and upset when we know we could. Like, I know he's supposed to be playing right now. I was supposed to be playing.
So are you, bro?
Marcus, but like at the same time, we have been humbled enough to understand we don't gotta let none of that stuff get us off our pivot. because then it'll mess us up with something else.
Absolutely.
What if he say something so crazy? Now what? He ain't gonna get no other job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Motherfuckers ain't stupid, man.